Hello, listeners. This is Lee Price.
This is Will Ford from Football 365.
And you're listening smartly to At the Bridge Pod, a Chelsea FC podcast, although I would describe it as the Chelsea FC podcast.
Magical from Eden Hazard.
Mata into a trap pass. What about that? Ivanovic!
In the middle, it's just behind him, but it's in by Hakim. Matic with the ball driver. Matic takes the net off.
Palmer, João Pedro, it's three, and Chelsea are running away with the FIFA Club World Cup final.
Hat-trick hero, Cole Palmer wins an epic, sensational game.
It's time for another episode of At the Bridge Pod, your number one Chelsea FC podcast. Coming up on this episode,
it's time for the 2026 edition of Keep Sell Loan, starting with goalkeepers and defenders. Oh, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of At the Bridge Pod. I'm your host, Mark. I'm joined in a virtual room filled with lions. I've got Ollie, I've got Chris. Friday show on a Thursday. Team, we don't look forward to the weekend anymore. Well, we do, but that's paused. What I want to know, moments of the World Cup this week. What have you got for me?
It's got to be Haiti's goal against Morocco, right? If you've seen it from Isidore.
That's a lasso. That's a golasso. It's
goal of the tournament so far.
Oh,
got to be
beautiful. Yeah. It's absolutely. When I saw that in the highlights, I couldn't believe what I saw. It's just, and I think we'll sign him now. I've got to play.
The ball was unfavourable for Isidore, but he's got it now from Duvern. Oh! Extraordinary!
Yeah, a gorgeous goal.
He's too old, so we won't go for him, unfortunately.
How old is he?
Well, probably about 23.
Oh, yeah, ancient, mate.
He's 25. He turns 26 in August.
Shocking.
Just missed out. He's just missed out
there.
Still
scoring goals like that, even at that ripe age.
He'll be off to the Serie A, maybe even the MLS, where you go out to retire.
That's madness.
Oh, I know. Yeah. Honestly, how do you do it for that long?
It's
crazy.
Impressive. It is impressive. I think for me, my highlight so far, well, from this week, it would have been Isidore. I think Isidore was amazing, but I think it's Dion Dublin. He invented a brand new phrase during commentary, and I think it hit a bit close to the At the Bridge Pod home. So I'll line it up for you.
And Trossard's on his bike here, gets to the byline, pulls it back. De Bruyne couldn't get the clean shot. It's followed up the second time, but saved.
It's a great chance for Kevin De Bruyne. You wanted it to fall to him, 12 yards outside foot. Keeper does well, bounces off the keeper a little bit, but it's second chance saloon for the keeper. Grabs it just before Romelu Lukaku.
How do you? What's a second chance saloon? What's a second chance saloon?
Is that second chance saloon? Is that down the street from the last chance?
So
is that where you go for the pre-drinks at the last chance saloon?
So when we kicked players out of the last chance saloon each season, they've just gone down the road to a different place. I don't like this. I think that's just absolutely outrageous. That's outrageous.
We're slowly building a little community. We've got the last chance saloon, and then down the road, you've got the second chance saloon and the Dog and Pheasant pub. Slowly.
It's quite the pub crawl.
Yeah, At the Bridge Pod pub crawl. It's it seems to be going well.
Oh my word! I have got as well on the topic of the World Cup. I'm trying to find the actual script because I did not save the link, did I? Which I feel like a right mug. Oh, found it. We're all good now. We're all good. Have you seen the lineup poses as they show the starting 11? You've seen it, right? Yeah.
Chris doesn't like it. I don't even know what his opinion is, but I know he doesn't like it.
This is interesting because I stumbled upon a statistical breakdown of World Cup lineup poses, and it's. I'll give a shout out. It's from an amazing Reddit user called Yellow Sweaty Gorilla. So they have not only charted every single player, but they've also made a Google Doc, and these are the 12 most common poses. So you've got crossed arms 88 times, low fist pump 48, pat badge 36, rub hands 34, pull in the badge 28, arms on waist is 18, a beckoning is 16, point to badge 14, a shush 12, single fist pump 8, point to sky 8, and adjusts gloves 8. I wonder who's adjusting gloves. Probably a keeper. Probably a keeper there.
I want to know the one outfield
You'd
player
hope
who's
so.
adjusting his gloves in the pre-match
32
line.
degree heat. I'm just going to put my gloves on here. So since there's no games of the weekend, there is, but we don't do that at the moment with the World Cup. I thought we'd play a little short game. It's only 3 each before we head to the Shevva Shoutouts. I just want one of you to say a well-known player at the World Cup, and the other has to guess what pose they did. You can't say Haiti centre-back Hannes Delcroix, because come on. Someone we all know. We all know.
Right, I'm going to go with Haiti centre-back Hannes Delcroix.
Oh, fuck.
No, in fact, I'll go with Haiti goalkeeper Placide.
Yeah, I'm sure Chris is going to be able to answer that question very fairly.
Well, I bet he adjusts gloves.
Well, Hannes Delcroix actually he pulled his badge. That's what he did.
Oh,
Who was the Haiti player, did you say?
Placide, the goalie.
Chris is right. It is Rob Hannes. Which is that gloves? I don't think that's adjusting gloves, I don't think.
I think rubbing hands is different from adjusting
yeah,
gloves.
it's got to be.
Oh, Chris, name me a player that we all know.
What about that Saibi from Morocco? The one who's scoring every game for them.
Okay, I'm going to have to look that up because I can't remember how to spell his name.
I reckon
he's going Bayern, isn't he?
Yeah.
I reckon he did like crossed arms.
Ah, Saibari. He, what outfit could find it? He did low fist pump. Oh, unlucky.
That's a rare one.
Give me another one, Ollie. Give me another
I'm going to go with Victor Gyökeres.
Oh.
Is boot the ball out of play an option?
Did he do his own celebration?
Oh, Chris, you're spot on. You're absolutely spot on. He did indeed. So, one last time. Chris, name me a player.
Vinny Jr.
Oh, Vinny. What do you think he did? What type of a player? What's his lineup?
Did you say there was like a pointing one, like pointing to the sky? I feel like he would do that.
There was a point to sky, but he pulled his badge.
Fair enough.
I thought it was going to be Cry.
Can I just say, Harry Kane? What do you think Harry Kane did?
Dribbled a bit.
No.
Or
No.
Harry Kane's got to be a badge tapper.
I reckon he did the fist bump.
He did a low fist bump. Fist bump. And that game is never coming back.
Isn't it?
Yeah. It's never coming back. It was just a bit of fun. Listeners, it's over on Reddit. If you search for it, you will definitely, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Shevva Shoutouts. I have got Patrick. I have seen quotes from Colwell and Champong in recent days, both backing the club and wanting to stay. Not sure about everything you read these days, but a stark contrast to the Enzo interview earlier in the year. Get rid of him and do it sooner rather than later. Insert Mikel quote here. Oh, you mean the good?
Put your hands up and fuck off.
Who would you like to see fill that hole if he leaves? I like the look of Nemeka from Dortmund. Not that we've had much luck with City players. Looking forward to match day. I will save it for another pod, but all I'll say is Nemeka, no thanks. I know what he's. I've seen his personality and what he retweets. No thanks, not for me.
But, what are we saying? To replace Enzo, who do we want?
I assume so. Yeah, I think we've got Barco. I keep saying Barco shirts under every tree.
Wharton would probably be my pick, I think.
We've been after him since he was at Blackburn.
Well,
yeah.
Then the groundwork's laid then, isn't it?
It's laid.
Do you know what?
Where is groundwork laid on the Here We Go monitor, do you think?
Oh, it's
Does it start before 1?
It's a 0.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Adam Wharton. To be fair.
I was going to say, please expand.
I think he falls into that category now of just being really overrated for doing very simple things.
Okay.
It's a bit like Elliot Anderson. I watched Elliot Anderson the other night and I thought, yeah, he's a good player. But if he's worth £120 million, then someone like Erling Haaland, who actually wins you games, he must be worth $1 billion.
700 billion, yeah.
I think it was quite shocking that I saw yesterday that he's edging closer to a record 130 million move. And I thought, oh my, whoa.
That would be absolutely mental to me.
That's insane. Insane.
If Man City see something in him that makes them command that price, then I guess so. But For me,
But,
I mean,
it doesn't matter how good he is when he goes there. He will never be worth that money because those players don't win you stuff.
Here's a question for you.
Go on.
Is Elliot Anderson actually any better for England, for club or country, than someone like Gareth Barry?
Oh.
No.
I could see the logic there. I do see where you're going with that.
There's your answer. Is he worth 100 million? Obviously not.
How many players? We can stress this so much. Okay. If he goes in over the £100 million mark, I just want to say these are every player for 100 million or more. You've got Caicedo, I would say success. Declan Rice, a success. Wirtz, jury's out. It's one season. Grealish, no. Coutinho to Barca, no. Griezmann to Barca, no. Enzo to Chelsea. He's not
50-50.
been awful. It's a weird one, isn't it? He's not been as successful as Caicedo. I wouldn't say he's now the player of his position in the world. I mean, Real Madrid, I don't really care. Caicedo is world-class in his position. Enzo is a top-class player. I don't think he's the best in his position. That's my argument. You then go João Felix to Atletico, certainly not. Isak to Liverpool, jury's out. Mbappe to PSG, I'd argue, wasn't a success. He did not win them the Champions League. That's why they signed him. And then Neymar to PSG for 200 mil. Again, didn't win the Champions League with him. That's why they bought him. You can win all the league and titles you want. They're expected to do it.
But if you notice there that until a certain, if you put all those transfers in chronological order, in up to a certain point, you was only paying £100 million or more for match-winning players. Whether they worked out or not is irrelevant. You was only paying that for match-winning players. So attacking midfielders or forwards. No one 15 years ago would have given you £100 million for a defensive midfielder.
Well, no.
Wouldn't have happened.
No.
Or a left back.
It'd be lunacy. But that's the market we're in, Chris. You know, and I think if it's gonna, I think if someone like Wharton is. Listen, I think he's probably one of the better options in my opinion. There are a lot of midfielders going for a lot of money this summer. The market's so inflated, so really it probably depends on the fee overall. But I don't know. I think 70 million for Wharton would be all right. I wouldn't ideally go higher than that, but the market would probably demand he gets 110.
Well, everything's going up in price. I saw that the Xbox Series X 1 terabyte is now going up from $600 to $750. I never thought a console I bought a few years ago would go up in price. I'm like, wow, made profit.
Or that picture I put in the Discord the other day of the quality topsoil. No,
it's buy it now. Buy it now because it's only going up.
Do you think it will get to a point, and maybe we're already there, where we just stop talking about how much someone costs because it's irrelevant, because everyone knows they're not worth that amount of money anyway. So, like now, we'll judge a player on whether they're successful or not based on are they value for money. You look at Caicedo, he's been good for us, but people still throw the question out there, yeah, but has he been 110 million good? Which is a valid point. But if every player all of a sudden becomes massively overinflated, the price is irrelevant because everyone knew they wasn't worth that. So how then do we judge whether they've been a success or not?
Surely, is the bubble not going to burst on this? Is my question. At some point, clubs are going to have to stop paying these ridiculous fees. Because it will just get too high. Someone will be charging Nottingham Forest will turn around after one of their left backs has had a half decent season, and they'll go 180 million, please. And surely everyone will finally snap out of it and go, "What is this ludicrous system that we've brought ourselves in?"
Maybe we'll discuss it on the economics podcast. That's for certain. Heat Rave, which is ironic this week. Heat Rave, fun fact, there have been 112 goals scored so far at time of writing of the World Cup, and not even one from a Chelsea player. Is this the worst Chelsea player outing at a World Cup? To think that the only striker we have at the World Cup is Nicholas Jackson, and even he wasn't here last season. Finally, the more I watch Enzo, the more I want him to stay and be captain over Reece James. James is too soft for me sometimes, and we need a personality. Good player, still good player, but not captain material. Yeah, Enzo definitely has a personality, that's for sure. I'd call it being a prick.
Yeah, I was going to say, Garnacho has a big personality.
He does. He's got a personality. Oh, what a character.
I don't know. For me, I don't think that. For me, the club and country distinction is irrelevant. I don't care how Chelsea plays.
I don't think a single Chelsea player scored a goal yet.
I don't care, mate. Like
Oh,
because
okay.
most of them aren't there because we
Sorry.
had a shit season last season. Most of them don't deserve to be there anyway. The ones who are there are very lucky, and overall we'll get the rest. Most of them will have a rest. We'll get them back, and then next season we can push on, and we'll actually have an advantage over some other teams who've had a lot of players at the World Cup. Palace might struggle next season because they've got so many.
Yeah, I think it. The only thing it does show is that our squad is shit. Like people love to write it down on paper and keep going, oh yeah, we've got a good squad. We've got a good squad when they're all on their best day. The issue is in our squad is that they only have their best day once every 8 games. So you can't judge them by that. You have to judge them by what they're like on an average. And on average, our squad performs poorly for more games than it performs well. So that's why our players aren't doing anything at the World Cup. They're not good players. A lot of our players aren't good players. We like to believe that they are, but they're not. And that's why we finished 10th, because you don't finish 10th with a good squad.
It's a good point. I think they're all terrible, including Robert Sanchez, especially him, actually.
Yeah, Robert Sanchez is the worst. I'd rather have Lemons.
Me too.
Wow. It's just amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. We come on here to do a good topic and then we just feed full of shit. I've just double checked and there's not a single Chelsea player scored a goal at the World Cup yet. Oh, come on. How with this shit? Anyway.
Is that important? Like,
no, I don't know.
Like, how many World Cups have there been where Chelsea players have scored?
Well, Hazard was at most of them for a long time, so he's
Hazard and Lampard, right?
Yeah.
That'll get you a few.
Anyone with "ard" at the end, yes. Oh, yeah. Thank you for your reviews, your thoughts, everything you throw in the comments. We do appreciate it so much. If you want yours potentially read out in the next episode, just head over to Spotify, drop it in the comments, and may get read out in the next one. With that, news. Really short trip, but it's a trip we'll all do. Elevator of Chelsea news. Johanna Wright-Canarid is heading to Lyon. Chelsea are keen on Palace defender Maxence Lacroix. Palace would like to keep him though. Thiago Silva has got one more in him as he returns for his 25th season of professional football. He has re-signed with Fluminense. Trevor Chalobah is told he can leave Chelsea this summer. Como have sent an initial offer for the centre-back. Chelsea have valued Malo Gusto at £75 million and are not actively working to sell him despite signing the player I'm about to say. Finally, the right wing back Marco Palestra of Atalanta is heading to Chelsea in a deal exceeding €50 million. This is per reports of Fabrizio Romano and David Ornstein. And my word, for those who do not know who Marco is, well, we will be doing a scout report in the near future on him. So, Serie A Defender of the Year, 25-26, heading to the blue side of London, guys. What do we think?
I'm quite encouraged by it. Not necessarily because I think he's a player who moves the needle, because we don't know that, because he's never really played at a top level, which is a criticism in and of itself, right? But what I do think he offers, and we'll talk about this more in the scout report episode, is that he offers a lot of positional flexibility in terms of the starting 11. He can play in a back five or in a back four. He plays right back or right wing back or left wing back. He's an athletic guy, so like he offers a lot where we can swap players around when players aren't available or whatever. So he's kind of more of a Swiss Army knife player, but we need someone like that if we're going to be playing at least 3 at the back a lot of the time under Xabi's system. So for me, remains to be seen. Obviously, probably depends on the fee, but I'm encouraged by this signing.
Chris, you love the Serie A.
Yeah, I'm happy. I think it's a good signing. I actually think the fee's pretty good as well, to be honest. Well, in today's market, it's a fucking steal.
And that's
so, good player. What I like is he's a specialist player. He can play other positions, but he is predominantly a wing back who has all the attributes of being a wing back, which shows that we're signing players for the person who's in the dugout, not just who the board want to sign.
I think that's the biggest thing for me, is that this is Xabi being backed.
Yeah, they actually fit the system of the manager that we've got in charge, which is perfect. I think he's really good. I was really impressed from what I seen with him last year. And then, like I said as well, I think when you're signing players that fit what your manager wants to do, that's how you get more success, because that's what Liverpool did with Jurgen Klopp. He wanted his wingers to be able to be inverted, so they went and got him Salah and Mane, who could do that, and it worked out.
Yeah,
you know,
I
Man
agree.
City have done it with Guardiola for years. He wants a certain type of player for his system, so they go and find one who can do it, and then they buy him. And so I think it's a really positive sign. Like, I'm not saying he's going to come in and be absolutely world class, and we're going to be like, oh my god. But Italians do produce good wing backs because it's part of their sort of youth setup, that they are very much taught that three at the back system because it's so common in Syria.
Yeah, I think it clearly signals for me that Xabi Alonso is going to play three at the back and have two wing backs. And he's not only the reigning Serie A Defender of the Year, but he's also the Freccia Rosa Speed Award winner, which is given to the fastest player in the Serie A. It's named after a train, hence speed. I spent. It's true. I've not made it up.
What is this show, man?
It's a real award. That he won the award. He has it in his locker room.
Fast as a train. Brilliant.
It's a real award. I swear.
It's not a real award.
It is. It is a real award.
Kyle Walker proved for decades how important recovery pace is. Man City's had a whole system set up around Kyle Walker being quick.
Exactly.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm trying to find who else won it, but I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, I spent the last 48 hours seeing what he was about. I saw a lot of his highlights. I saw a few games, not a lot, because obviously it was quick and I have work and it's warm. But you know what? I'm excited. Some of his games, obviously, I mean, we'll go fully in depth into Palestra in a Scout Report episode soon. But what I did see of him, it reminded me a lot of Victor Moses, because he's a former winger turned right wing back. Now, so yes, in that sense, he does need some work defending, but going forward, my word, what a threat. Look, really excited. Yeah, of course
nobody buys a wing back for how good they are at defending, though. Surely.
That's so true.
Yeah, I mean,
no, because if you want a wing back who's good for defending, get a left back.
Yeah, who decided that Marcos Alonso was a good defender? He wasn't. He wasn't a good defender. He was a great left wing back. It's a very different position to left back.
He was a brilliant shadow striker for many years.
Amazing player. Amazing player. And I'm excited. Is there anything else? I mean, I've whinged about Canarid potentially. She's going to leave. I think that's pretty clear that you don't have a medical at a football club if you're, you just turn up for a laugh and a holiday. You are leaving.
You mean you don't go for a medical just for fun?
No, apparently not. I would like us to sign somebody. It would be nice.
Yeah,
Chris, help
that
me
would be
out.
nice. I'm not that upset about Canarid going. I thought last season she was really poor, so poor. For basically the entire season, she was okay in the first couple of games, but after that, she was awful for the rest of the season. She wasn't even good in that fucking soccer sevens thing or whatever it was, World Series thing. She wasn't even good in that. So
Champions, though.
Yeah, I'm really not that arsed about her leaving. Like, I've seen a lot of backlash online for it, but I don't get it. She's very, very far from irreplaceable. I think you could replace her quite easily. But it would be nice if we did sign someone. Or it'd be nice to be linked to somebody, because at the minute we're not even that.
No. Well, we did technically have talks with Salma, didn't we? And then we went, we don't want to pay. Yeah. We had talks. One thing we won't be talking about. Oh, yeah, and also Felicia Schroeder, isn't it? She's off to Real Madrid, so I guess we're keeping Ramirez. I'd rather have Ramirez. A proven player is better than potential.
So true.
Yes.
So true.
Well, let's have a look. It's time for our annual Keep, Sell or Loan series, and believe it or not, this is the 5th edition now. So 5 years we've been putting our sporting director hats. We get no payment for it. We make big decisions. Some of them are right, some of them are not. Chelsea won't listen, so it doesn't matter. But hey, as tradition dictates, we're starting with the goalkeepers and the defenders. It's the players that are important. It's their job, isn't it, to stop us conceding goals? Wish they'd have done that last season.
Could you tell them?
I really wish. Like, Tosin, don't let the ball bounce. Don't let it. Oh, fuck's sake. So, rules are simple. It's keep, sell, or loan. And we start with Goalkeepers. Oh, fuck you all. I have got. Look. I'm going to make it short and sweet. Robert Sanchez is keep. I've put the word keep in huge capital letters. It's spread across 4 pages. We all know I rate him. We all know I love him. I can't wait to see what he's going to be like next season.
Is that in your Robert Sanchez scrapbook that you've done that?
Yeah.
You mean his Robert Sanchez shrine?
I swear, one day, someone get a photo of Robert Sanchez. You know what? I'll have a signed shirt. That's a bit too much. I'm asking a bit much there. What have we all got for Robert Sanchez?
I've got keep, but probably somewhat begrudgingly. I wouldn't mind if he went, but I think there's going to be too much squad turnover this season. He's reliable most of the time, which means he's not reliable, but whatever. I'm just hoping that Penders can come in and nick his spot off him pretty quickly.
Yeah, do remember that check can bounce. I can bounce that check I've sent you for the saying that. Chris, what about you?
I've got keep. I wouldn't be horrified if he stayed as our number 1 next season, but I do think he's the best option to be a number 2 as well.
Okay. Oh, fuck off. Right. For a fellow Mike Penders, honestly, I've got loan because he will go into.
You're out of your mind.
Okay, he'll go into the season as our backup keeper. I know that, but do I think that helps his development? Absolutely not. Do I think that's the smartest move for him? No. He needs regular football. He needs to make mistakes. He needs to make more saves. Get that pressure on him. And Strasbourg's too cozy. It's not a proper loan move because everything's set up for Chelsea.
Then why aren't we sending players there, Mikey?
Well, we have to send players there because we've got to keep everybody sweet.
But if they're not going to get the experience at Strasbourg, where are they going to get it?
I think I just, like I said, I've got the Strasbourg opinion. I just feel sorry for them because they basically become like a sister club, and they're not Chelsea B. They shouldn't be. They're Strasbourg. What about you, Chris? What have you got?
Loan.
Crazy.
Whoa!
You're both insane.
Whoa! Wow. Okay.
Because I personally would sign a goalkeeper this window to fight with Sanchez for the number 1 spot or demote Sanchez to second choice. So then Penders just sitting around doing nothing is pointless. I want to see Penders either go on loan to a Premier League club where he's going to play every week so we can see what he's like at this level, or a high level foreign team, someone who's in Europe, hopefully Champions League, someone, Germany, Italy, a Champions League team. I would like to see that because I would still have question marks over whether he's ready or not, because Petrovic went to Strasbourg and was like League and Goalkeeper of the Year and wasn't good enough for us. So I don't really read too much into how good he's been at Strasbourg yet. Really, we need to do with him what we did with Courtois. He was in Belgium. We signed him. He stayed in Belgium for a little bit. Then he went Atletico Madrid, and that's where we saw, he's top class. So
but that's when we lost him effectively as well, because he set down roots there and wanted to stay.
Yeah, but we made a mistake there by loaning him out for 2 years.
That is also true.
We've already done that for Penders.
Right, Ollie. Why do you want to sell Penders? Why is it sell?
I'd be keeping Penders because we're not going to sign. Because as much as I would like us to sign a goalkeeper this summer, we're not going to. And if that means Robert Sanchez is going to be number 1, then I think he needs to be challenged, because I think Robert Sanchez is at his worst when he gets complacent. When he's got no one breathing down his neck, like ready to pounce on his position if he's not good enough. And because he will have moments when he stumbles during the season, you've got to keep him accountable for that, because a goalkeeper is such an important part of your back line. So given that, I want someone who's going to challenge Sanchez. And if 2 seasons at Strasbourg isn't enough to at least give someone the chance at being the second choice goalie, I mean, in my opinion, Penders has a better chance of doing a better job at the second choice than, say, Jorgensen ever had. So why not?
Okay. I've got a question for you though, Ollie. Do you think Penders is ready?
No.
Okay. So Okay, so you're saying he's probably ready to be number 2 to Sanchez.
I think he's ready to challenge Sanchez. So whatever that means over the course of the season.
And that's absolutely fine. But he has been touted from our fan base as the second coming of Courtois. So what happens if he comes in for Sanchez in a big game, FA Cup semi-final, and he does what Jorgensen did away at PSG?
I don't know,
because
it's not. I'm not most Chelsea fans, am I? Like, I'm not the fan base. I have my own opinion.
True. But what I'm saying is that I think if he comes into this team too soon and he has a bad game, Jorgensen against PSG, I think that's it then. I think he's done.
But I think there's also an element of like players need a platform to be able to have their development shine through, right? So especially for goalkeepers who can end up on the bench or on loan for season after season after season. Look at someone like Slanina. Signed him for all that money, and there was a lot of hype around him at the time as well.
There was.
Right, and then he goes on loan, then he goes on loan again, he goes on loan again, and I think he's still here, but everyone's sort of saying he's a waste of time. Why did we sign him? All the rest of it, because the window's gone now. So what I'm saying for Penders is like, if it's not now, then when? Because he's already played in Europe. He's played in European competitions. He's played in a top 5 league. He's played against some of the best players in the world, right? And it's not a guarantee, but at that point, other than spending a load of money on a goalkeeper, which we're not going to do, I don't see a better option.
Funny enough, Gaga Slonina, I had sell because since he joined, he's had 2 proper loan spells. He had Eupen in Belgium and Barnsley in Yorkshire. Has he really kicked on? Can a goalkeeper kick on? No. He's 22. Chelsea isn't going to be where he fulfills his potential. And for his own career, moving on is the right decision.
But that's what I mean. For someone like him, that's, for me, is the perfect example of why you have to have Penders at least around the better players, around the environment of an elite club, to see if he can at least grasp hold of what it's like to play for one. Because otherwise you end up with someone like Slanina who he misses the window, and he'll never be the player that maybe people thought he could be.
In fairness, though, he was shit out on loan. Penders has had successful loans, at least.
This
is also true. Are we all
I would sell Slanina as well.
Yeah.
yeah. We're all
okay.
God, sell him just for his sake more than anyone.
Yes. Right. Axel Disasi. I have a soft spot for him. I do. I wish him nothing but the best, but I think we've seen enough at Chelsea to know he isn't quite at our level.
Are we not including Jorgensen in the goalkeepers?
I mean, we can, but I think... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I've scrolled down too quick. He's actually there. I've got sell.
I was going to say, he is still here.
I've forgotten.
I know he had, Mikey, a bad game against PSG, mate, but Jesus.
Yeah. As much as, look, I'll write my notes. I've completely missed this. Terrible. As much as it pains me to say goodbye to our only Danish player, I completely forgot his existence. I think that's best for him and his... Look, Schmeichel's now retired, so Denmark's number 1 spot's there for someone to take. Jorgensen needs to prove he deserves that. He's not going to do that playing second fiddle at Chelsea. I think he's clocked out. He's not interested. He wants out of the club. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else to say. What do you guys think?
I've got Sal as well. I think Tom on the last episode summed it up perfectly. I think Jorgensen's good enough to be a Premier League goalkeeper. He's just not good enough to be a Premier League goalkeeper at the top end of that league.
That's actually, yeah, exactly. What do you think, Ollie? Yeah, it's a great answer, that is, Ollie. I fully...
Do you know what? That's the most sense he's ever spoken.
My word.
I was muted.
Go on. Ollie, Jorgensen. Why?
Jorgensen. It's funny you should ask me that, Mikey. I would say that Jorgensen it belongs at a team like West Ham when they're in the Premier League. That he's that level of goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, when, for me... his performance at PSG made him irredeemable in a Chelsea kit. Unfortunately, when you're a goalkeeper, if you have a bad enough performance, that just happens to you. Happened to Mignolet. It probably happened to Kinski last season as well. It happens to all sorts of, all these kinds of players. So, end of the day, unfortunately, you blew it. Philippe, I'm sorry.
Look, Axel Disasi is the centre backs as we kick those off.
What? No Teddy Sharman Low.
No. Look.
No,
We've
Ted
just-
Kurt. What is this amateur hour?
He's going on
like?
loan. No, he's not. He's staying as third choice. I said it earlier. Soft spot for him, but he's not Chelsea level. And as much as I'm like, he could do, no, I've got to accept it. A move away is probably best for everybody. But then I'm also thinking squad turnover. At some point, I've got to keep somebody, haven't I? It's not going to be here. It's going to.
Disassi's an easy sell, isn't he? Like if you can get rid of him, you do. I think is the answer. He can't go on loan anymore. You just got to cut our losses and get what we can for him. He's going to be a good player playing somewhere centre back in somewhere like Italy. For like a mid-table Italian team.
Atalanta, Roma.
Yeah, somewhere like that where. It's kind of a defense-focused league. The physicality in terms of pace isn't quite as important. Teams sit a little bit deeper, and he'll go on to have a good career. But he's just not cut out for the Premier League.
According to Capology, he's only on 40k a week, which actually is not that much, not in the modern day. So it's quite cheap. Oh, we can subsidise 75% of that. What do you think, Chris?
I've got him as Sal as well, but I would like to point out that I do think Disassi is another one of those players who our fan base went way over the top with in terms of criticism. I don't think Disassi for us has been any worse than Wesley Fofana has.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with that because I don't think
I
that's a
reckon maybe he's been a little bit worse in terms of like ability, because I think Fofana had a bit of a longer stretch where he was good. But I
think Disassi had good spells as well, and
he had one good game against Man City.
you look at Disassi, and I think he went on loan to Villa in a better squad with a better manager and a better structure and a better system, and he did well. He went to West Ham and made an instant difference to their team. I mean, granted, West Ham are absolutely diabolical. I'm not saying he's good enough for us, but people talk like he's fucking Baba Rahman, and it's like he's not that bad. Like, Jesus Christ! Like,
hang on, where's Baba Rahman getting all the?
It's because he has so watched the Ghana England game now. I know you have now because I saw him in that and was like, oh, I forgot about him.
He's not like Baba Rahman going on loan 14 times in a row. What do you mean?
Baba Rahman definitely played for us. I know he played for us.
He was absolutely shockingly bad. But I just think people went a little bit over the top with Disassi, and I think we've kept other centre-backs who are not any better than what he would have done.
Can I just say, Ollie, Baba Rahman played 15 games in the 15-16 season.
Yeah, he played under Mourinho.
Yeah, he was shitting all of them.
He played 15 games.
I know. I can't believe it.
Ollie, are you selling Disassi?
Yeah, get him out the door.
Yeah,
fair enough. Aaron Anselmino might be the
I forgot he still played for us.
Yeah, he was the hardest decision on the entire list because I just don't know what we have here. I don't know. We have a mystery box. He was impressive at Dortmund, but injuries obviously disrupted his progress. And then we clearly rated because yes, we brought him back because Dortmund were whispering sweet nothings in his ear. And then he picked up another injury when he went to Strasbourg. So my head here is like, is there an injury problem here? My hope says could be a special player. So I think the jury is out. I think we need a full season elsewhere and then come back to the court next year for the verdict. Get injured again. And I'm sorry, I've got to say, injury-prone players, just stay injury-prone. I need to know if you're injury-prone. So loan.
Yes.
I think I would go. I struggled a bit for this one between sell or loan. I don't think he's going to make it here. And to be honest, I don't really care which one it is as long as he goes, because he's another one who, I get it. There was a lot of squad turnover, players moving in and out all the time, managers coming in and out, but there were players who grasped their opportunities better than he did, and he just couldn't do it.
The thing is, I'm looking at it as if I'm the sporting director. If I sell him now, why did I bring him back from Dortmund? Because I thought, he could leave and we want him to stay and we have a progress. We want him.
Buying him was a
here.
waste of time anyway.
We might as well have sold him to Dortmund and made the money. Chris, what do you think?
I would do something that I think we've got to start doing more, and it's not something that's massively done in English football. It's more of an on the continent thing, but sell him with a buyback.
Good point.
Sell him to Dortmund with a buyback clause.
Do the
say,
Nico Paz thing. We're going to bring him back for 9 million, flip him for 60.
Yeah.
Oh,
like I don't understand why more clubs don't do that when they're selling players who they think they're young, they've got potential, but they haven't quite made it here. But if we sell them now and then in 2 years' time we think, Jesus Christ, he's gone on to be a world beater, buy him back.
I agree. What about you, Ollie? What are we doing with him?
I said sell or loan.
Oh, yes, you did. Sorry. Ignore me. I'm being an idiot. It's too hot. My brain's not working. So we'll go to Levi Colwill. Easiest keep on the list. We missed him, didn't we? He came back. He had a handful of games and he immediately looked like our best defender. What can I say?
I would say keep and make him captain.
I agree.
Make him captain.
Yes. Oh, Trevor Chalobah. I've got keep because he has a habit of proving every single Chelsea manager wrong when they go, we're going to freeze you out, mate. We're going to sell you. Don't think you're good enough for me. Tuchel, Pochettino, Maresca. Wait to see what Alonso thinks. He's proved them all wrong. I'll tell you this. Trev always finds a way back into the 11. We could sell him this summer, and yet in October, he's going to be the first name on the team sheet, and you're never going to understand how. But he'll be there. What do we got?
That's why I've said keep, because there's genuinely no point trying to sell him because he's coming back.
He will be.
It doesn't matter what you do. He is going to be there. So
he will.
And there are players who deserve to go infinitely number of times before he does, in terms of general quality, what do they know about the club, what the club means to them, just even quality at centre back. I think surely you try and sell Fofana before you try and sell Chalobah, but there's probably more of a market for Chalobah, isn't there? But either way, I would keep him.
Chris?
I would also keep him. I think he's a more than good enough, capable squad player. I think the issue comes when he's your starting centre-back and he's actually your star centre-back. That's a problem. But as a
he's
backup,
your third or fourth choice centre-back, no problem.
Exactly. I don't think you'll get better than Chalobah as a backup. And I think he's capable of playing as the central centre-back in a back three. He can play as the right centre-back in a back three. So I don't see the issue in keeping him. They'll sell him because he's pure profit.
We'll sell him to Como or something.
A little bit of pure profit.
There's interest.
But I don't see the point in selling him and then keeping some of the others that we're going to have on this list.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Wesley Fofana. I have terminated his contract. I don't like his attitude. I don't like his recklessness. I don't like his driving. I don't like him as a defender. I don't like him as a substitute.
I don't like him as a person.
Other than all of that, he's all right.
But he's our best defender, mate. He's our best defender.
He's not our best defender. He's not even... I don't even think he's our fourth best defender.
I don't think he even gets in the Leicester squad now. And
I don't think he's even a defender.
No.
I think the only defender he's got is the Land Rover. You see it tearing down the M1.
He can't defend with the ball and he can't defend his driving. What more to say?
Can't defend himself in court.
Yeah. Should we all go to Mamadou Sarr? Who
I was going to just say real quick on for the keep sell loan. I was going to say fire him out of a cannon into the sun. That would be my choice.
Fair enough. Mamadou Sarr. Look, I want to see more from Mamadou Sarr, so I'm keeping him. He arrived with so much hype, and he was performing well in France, and then we cut his loan short and barely saw him. So maybe we're looking at Levi Colwill's future partner at the back. I don't know. What do we think?
So this was, for me, one of the hardest ones on the list because I just simply do not care what happens to Mamadou Sarr. If we keep him, fine. He'll be a good backup in that left centre-back spot for Hato. If we sell him, fine. He wasn't really pulling up any trees here anyway. If we loan him, that's all right as well because he's going to take a year out. We might see more about him and what he's about. So I don't know. I haven't been overly impressed with him. There's just not really enough to know in any direction what to do with him. So I just said, do anything for this one.
What do you think, Chris?
It's difficult because I'm sort of doing this based off playing a back three, Reece James being the right centre back, the Palace, what's his name?
LaCroix.
LaCroix. Oh, I thought it was LaCroix. Okay, LaCroix.
It's LaCroix.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah, LaCroix coming in and being the centre back, and then Colwell being the left centre back. So then you're looking at Hatto and Colwell are the interchangeable ones there, and then I'm keeping Chalobah, who can interchange with any of the other two. I'd keep Sarr as well. I think we need 3 starters and 3 backup, and I think we need 3 backup because I'm not convinced that Reece James is going to stay fit.
I fully agree there.
All of a sudden, we're down to, if we only keep 5, you're down to 4. As the minute he gets injured, and it's a problem. So I'd rather keep 6 on the basis that we probably expect him to get injured at some point or have to be rested at some point because he fucking feels a twinge or whatever.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you said that you think you're thinking about this in terms of Colwell playing off the left, because I was under the impression he was going to play in the middle of the 3.
I don't think he'll play in the middle if we sign LaCroix, because LaCroix's been playing as the central one at Palace.
Exactly.
True. I feel like he's more of a channel defender, though. I feel like he'd be better on the right, but I don't know.
Tosin. I had to double check my notes here, guys.
Forgot about him as well.
I couldn't believe I wrote keep next to him, and I'll explain why. Actually,
no, you didn't. No,
I'm genuine.
No,
because he's good around the dressing room.
Yeah, that's literally what I've wrote.
Fucking hell! Jordan Henderson all over again.
Mikey, I would like you to explain to the entire podcasting audience why you're an idiot. Go.
The dressing room. This is what I wrote down, Chris. The dressing room clearly seems to love him, and I think that's important. Look at England, which this is also what I wrote. Nobody understood why Tuchel chose Jordan Henderson, but the players love him, and I think
we still don't. The bloke hasn't even warmed up. Did you know that? He hasn't even warmed up. He hasn't even gone for a jog down the touchline.
That's not why he's there. That's not why he's there, though.
That he's not getting on the pitch. He is there purely just to be around the lads. Be a coach, then.
That's why I've kept Tosin. I can't pay a coach that much money a week.
No.
Right.
This is the wrong environment. Right? Like, this is the wrong environment to set up around players. Because do you know who is Tosin's best friend?
No.
Cole Palmer.
Oh, okay.
Right. And you know, in any environment where you spend a lot of time that is supposed to be a serious environment with your mates, it does not stay a serious environment for very long. At the end of the day, if we want to see the best out of Cole Palmer, ship his best friend off somewhere else. Meet up on the weekends.
Chris. You're gonna, that's
no point in him. Don't know why he's still here.
Okay. Benoit Badiashile, I had to sell because he's either an 8 out of 10 or a -2 out of 10, and more often than not, he is that -2. It's the best outcome for everyone.
Like 1 in 30 games, and then
he did have an 8 out of 10, and then you go,
Ollie is his biggest fan.
I'm actually his biggest fan, and I think we should sell him.
Then it's done. It's over.
That tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, there you go.
Anything to add, Chris?
His time has passed, doesn't it?
It's just another one, not good enough. And if we're going to have Colwell and Hatto who can play that left-sided centre-back role, I really don't need him.
At the end of the day, if he could concentrate and stay fit, he'd probably be a lot better. But he can't do either of those things, can he?
Right. Left back, Strel Hatto, keep. Exciting end to the season. One of the few bright sparks to the Rosenio era. And I'm excited to see what he can bring in the second season.
Yeah, easy keep for me.
Yeah. Easiest. One of the easiest keeps on the list.
This might be a tough keep. Caleb Wiley. No disrespect to him. I'm sure he's a great lad. But from what we've seen, he isn't really our level. He is not Jackson Irvine, who I like, who's a great guy. Caleb Wiley's got to be a sell for me, unfortunately. Don't really understand that move, to be honest.
I couldn't even tell you where he's been.
Watford. I know he was at Watford. And we signed him from Atlanta. We got him from there.
I remember signing him. Another highly rated American. Waste of time.
Yeah, a total waste of time. To be honest, I didn't even know we were including him in this because his signing has been such a waste of time. It's probably the easiest sell on the list. If he goes on to do something with his career, fair enough, but it won't be here.
Exactly.
He won't.
Denner. Has anyone actually seen this player since Romano announced the here we go? Because I've yet to see him playing. I've yet to see him training.
He's Jamie Gittins all over again.
Who is he? I'd send him out on loan so I can see him. Who is he?
I think this guy is AI. I don't know anything about him.
Do you know,
I think he's a regen.
If you look up This is Denner's career so far, according to Wikipedia. In 2021, he arrived in the Corinthians youth sector at the age of 13. In 24, at the age of 16, he caught attention when he was promoted directly to the under-20 category. In 2025, he confirmed expectations, as was the club's highlight in the run-up campaign of their Copa Sao Paulo de Football Junior. On the 29th of Jan 25, a move of €8 million was agreed with Chelsea. And then you look at his stats. He has played. There's no stats for his Corinthians time, no games listed at all, and 3 for the Brazil under-17s. So
yeah, this is a total waste of time.
Oh, he's the cousin of Gabriel.
So
Arsenal.
he's never made an appearance for Corinthians' first team. I'm assuming that what you read out was a youth system.
Yeah, I've pulled up now his performance data on Transfermarkt, who are more accurate, and there is no data at all for anything with Corinthians. I'm a little bit worried he's not real.
How old is he?
18 now, so that's why he can join.
Okay, so I'm gonna save everybody some time, and I'm gonna say sell him because he'll never ever make an appearance for Chelsea.
I would fully agree. Like I said, no one's seen him play football, so we joke, but he might not be real.
I reckon the reason that we signed him is because it sounds really impressive when you say his name. You go, Denner.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, my word. Right backs. Reece James.
What is this show?
I've got keep. Easy. But my word, I didn't like seeing that he might be a little bit... He had a knock for the England team. Like, he's barely... Whoa, what? Fucking hell. He just can't play week in, week out. It's just true. He can't.
I've gone with keep. Chris has probably gone contrarian and said sell, but
I wouldn't be shocked.
I've said keep because although I know it sounds harsh, but I would take the captaincy off him. And the reason I would do that is I think it would actually take the pressure off him.
And we should do it in a big stadium announcement where he has to hand it to Colwell.
Yeah,
passing the torch
on his hands and knees.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, Chris, what have you got?
I've got keep.
Oh,
but for me, little spoiler, he's last chance saloon for me.
Yeah, I think that's justified. I do think that's justified.
Well, not second chance saloon.
No, he can go in there after, can't he?
Yeah, he gets a return. Yeah, Malo Gusto. I've got keep because this. Can I say that I wrote this before we'd signed Palestra, so it would probably be. You know what? If we got the money, I'd probably say sell, but then Reece James can't do what he used to in that position. So I think he's a great rotation option, Gusto is. And like I said, I'm assuming Reece James is not going to play wing back. It's clearly he's not going to. His body just doesn't allow him to do it. I think Gusto could be the Gusto we saw under Poch. Though if City actually offer 75 million, I would just take that. I think
bite
that's
the hand off for that, surely, right?
Like even though I like him, that's ridiculous money.
I mean, he's probably worth half that, really. Like,
yeah, he's not worth 75.
If they went for 75, you'd bite your hand off. I'm saw this one as kind of similar to Sanchez, where I actually wouldn't mind if we kept him or sold him. Just don't loan him, if you know what I mean, because there's no point in doing that.
Yeah.
If we got good money for him, I wouldn't mind him going. I don't think he's pulled up any trees. He hasn't kicked on since his good season under Poch. I don't know. Maybe he's one of those personalities who just maybe needs to be rotated out to freshen up things with Palestra coming in.
Chris?
I've got keep, but I would sell him for 75 million.
Yeah, everyone's in agreement there.
Yeah, but at the same time, I do think a year as a wing back with less defensive responsibilities, that player that we saw in the first season must still be in there somewhere.
Yeah, you'd hope so.
If he can get back to that level, playing as just a overlapping wing back, I think he could be really good again. But he's another one for me where he would get 1 year to prove that, and if he has another okay to shit year, then I'd sell him next summer.
I think I would like to see him play with in that overlapping role with Cole Palmer again on the right.
Yeah,
because I think that was what created a lot of space for Palmer to do his thing. He was one of the runners around Palmer that makes a big difference. As good as Reece James is, he's not bombing on and overlapping. So
exactly.
And finally, Josh Achampong, I have said loan because the question I asked myself was, have we seen enough from Josh to confidently say he starts next season? No. Some people have even asked whether there's something about his training levels that we don't see. I know that they might be on this show. I don't have the answer to that, Chris. I don't. But my move would be call Palace, sign LaCroix, or however we're pronouncing it. I might be wrong. I probably am. Send Josh there on a season-long loan. That way, we get to see exactly what Josh is about. It benefits everyone, I think.
I agree. I agree with that completely. That is exactly what I was going to say today. Include him on loan as part of the LaCroix deal. I think we've had a really good relationship as well with sending players to Palace.
True.
I don't think doing well.
Have we pissed them off yet? Don't think we have. We did with the SA
Gallagher. I don't remember. I feel like there was some tension there over Gallagher. I can't remember.
Can't remember.
Maybe, but they've also had Loftus-Cheek. They've had Chalobah. So all of those players have gone to Palace as well and done well. So I do think but for me, Josh is one of them where we've got to see him play regularly now. I this whole notion of, I can't understand why he's not playing because he's so good. What is that based on? Because it's not what we've seen, because we haven't seen him. I don't think we've seen him enough for anyone to say, he should be playing. He's really good. But you haven't seen him play. So how can you tell me he's really good? What he did at youth system means absolutely jack shit, because basically anything you do at youth level is completely irrelevant.
At least once you become like an adult pro, at least.
Like you look at all of the players we've got who score like 40 goals a season for our youth team. We bring them up to the first team, they can't hit a barn door.
Yeah, I've just looked at all the players that we've sent on loan to them. We sent Scott Sinclair in 2007. We sent Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We didn't send Mark Gay. He joined permanently. We sent Conor Gallagher, Mikel Forsell, Ben Chilwell, Trevor Chalobah, Batshuayi. There's some pretty healthy.
Yeah, Batshuayi,
Yeah, bloody
he did well there as well, Batshuayi.
Are we? What are you doing, Ollie?
I've said keep, and that's because I agree with everything that you guys have said about maybe you should go out on loan and get some game time and everything. There's only one reason why I would keep him, and that's because I believe from what I've read, Xabi wants to keep him. That's it.
Fair play.
Yeah, back the manager if that's what he wants to do. If he doesn't end up playing him, that's more foul him or more foul our Champong. At some point, he's got to grab his opportunity.
Fair play. That's defenders. Goalkeepers done. Midfielders is coming up on Monday. So Quaresma's questions. We've got Sel Jed, who said, would we be able to get a scout report episode for this new kid? Never heard of him. Yes, we will. I ate the other Greg. Is Reece James having a good World Cup, or are we worried he should be resting? He's going to have a rest at the rate it's going.
Can I say something controversial?
Please.
Reece James is overrated for England.
Can I say something more controversial?
Oh, you think he's overrated in general?
I think Reece James is overrated in general.
Maybe.
I think Reece James as a footballer is outstanding, and I've said before, and I will back this up, one of the best in the league as a footballer. But as a right back, I just don't think he's that good. I think he has a lot of games where he's just okay. Like, he's not good, but he's not bad. And I think we tried that whole experiment with him this year of moving him into midfield, and I think there was one game against Arsenal where I looked at him in midfield and thought, yeah, he's really good in there. But all the others, again, he was just okay. I think since he's had the injuries and he hasn't been able to be that overlapping wing back that we've seen under Tuchel, I think a lot of his games disappeared.
His goal threat it's not as strong as it once was.
No, and again, I always think he's crossing. I reckon one of the listeners could go back and find this on one of the pods when he was playing and when we still had Tuchel in charge. I know for a fact I said on one of them, I think Reece James's crossing has always been overrated. Because all what people show you is the world-class crosses he's capable of putting in, but they don't show you the 25 that he put in that game that missed everybody.
Oh my word!
All the ones he puts in that hits like like first defender or the second defender. Or whatever. He underhits them quite often.
Yeah, he had the Willian problem. He absolutely loved the first man.
Bloody hell. Right, let's end with Lone Army.
Lone Army!
Big day today. Ollie can join level at the top of the tree with Chris on 5.
I need to find some paper. Hold on.
Today,
I'm ready.
Today, the category is it is still the World Cup because England have blooded some incredible young talent and wheeled out some incredible veterans on the big stage in international football. I just want you to name me the 10 oldest and 10 youngest players to ever play in a World Cup for England. So there's 20 players to name. No one appears on this list twice. That'd have been cool if they had of, but they don't. So, Chris.
Hold on. Did they have to have made an appearance?
Well, according to this, it says played. So, yes, they'd had to have played at this World Cup. So, yeah.
Okay.
I go to you, Ollie, as the one who's charging for the title. A young or an old player. You don't have to tell me which side, just
a name.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with David James.
David James. 2010. Yes. I don't know his age. I didn't have that in front of me, but it's 2010.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I'll stay with the goalkeepers. Peter Shilton.
Oh, 1990 World Cup. He's on there. For the oldest, obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
The youngest player at the squad in 1990.
I'll go with another goalkeeper as well. I'm going to go with David Seaman.
2002.
That ponytail.
Frank Lampard. He was mid-30s, I think, when he played his last World Cup.
Frank Lampard in 2014.
I'm nervous here, but I'm gonna go for a younger one. I think I'm gonna go with Theo Walcott.
Theo
See,
Walcott.
I had him in my head, but he didn't play a game.
No,
that is absolutely correct. Chris can win it.
He was in the squad, but he didn't play.
Chris needs an older, a young player to win.
I mean,
Michael
you could probably
Owen.
name anybody.
Michael Owen, 1998 World Cup, of course. Chris.
Down.
Chris takes it 6-4. Do you want to name some others before we go?
Wilshere?
Who?
Jack Wilshere?
He's not on this list.
Marcus Rashford.
Marcus Rashford, 2018.
Rooney.
Wayne Rooney is not on here.
What?
Well, he did play at the Euros, didn't he? He didn't go. That was World Cup 06.
Oh, it's crazy, man.
He was a bit an older gentleman then. There's
Bellingham.
Jude Bellingham, 22.
Palmer?
2022. Cole Palmer is not on here.
Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw, 2014.
Owen Hargreaves?
No. I would say you've got a lot of... There's some players on here who were considered legends of the 50s.
Steven Gerrard.
He was definitely at the 1958 World Cup. Steven Gerrard, 2014. You've got...
Bobby Moore?
Bobby Moore's not on here.
Stanley Matthews.
Yes, 54. You've got
Jack Charlton.
Jack Charlton, 1970, and 3 more old players. A defender, and I think this other one was a forward, I think. Long before my time. These were 1958 and the 58 World Cup. He was...
Tom Finney.
Tom Finney, yeah. Tom Finney, 1958. And the other defender was Billy Wright. Who was the striker in 2002? Sheringham. And now you've got youngest players. I'm going to give you Peter Brabrook from 1958. You're not going to get him. You've got a former Spurs player.
Known as Denner.
For God's sake.
Aaron Lennon.
Aaron Lennon, 06. Ooh. You've got another Chelsea player. You've got 3 former Chelsea players on here.
Loftus-Cheek?
Joe Cole is on here, 2002. They're not very well known for that. Neither of these players are known for their time at Chelsea, to be fair.
Raheem Sterling.
He's on here, 2014, and he's not his teammate. Same city. Oh, was he at Manchester City? No. Yeah, he was at Liverpool, so same city that they played in. Yeah, I was going to say, it didn't go to Manchester. Ross Barkley. And one other Liverpool player.
Trent,
2018. I need to really check that because I don't remember if Raheem was at... I'm sure he was at Liverpool in 2014. Was he? Yes, he was. Ooh,
Yeah.
2015 he left. I was going to say, I'm sure they were in the same city. Oh, there we go, listeners. We're at the end of another episode. Oh, that's him turning off. We're at the end of our episode. Thank you for tuning in. Before we go, don't forget we are proudly partnered with Head in the Game, mental health charities in football, sport, wellbeing, and the community. You can find out more at headinthegame.co.uk. Treat yourself well. Look after yourselves. Check in with each other. We'll be back on Monday. We've got the second episode in the Keep, Sell, Loan series, and it'll be midfielders. So until then, that'll be us.
You've been listening to At the Bridge Pod, a Chelsea FC podcast. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram by searching for At the Bridge Pod. And if you're listening on Apple or Spotify, leaving us a review is always appreciated.